Hey everyone, and welcome to Gilded Reviews. Persona 4 Golden has finally come to PC, and I couldn't be more excited. Now, I have already played through this game. Well, I played through the original back on the PS2, but that was over 10 years ago, and I honestly don't remember too much. This is the Vita version anyhow, which is a little different and has more content than the original. Anyhow, let's go ahead and take a look at Persona 4 Golden. First, and I want to bring this up right away, the main problem PC players are having is the de novo anti-tamper software put on the game. Sorry, that kinda came out wrong. It's not causing problems. Some people just hate it. And I do get it. Some people are just worried about this bogging down their system or whatever. Personally, I have never noticed a difference, especially with the anti-tamper rather than the anti-cheat, but like I said, some people just really hate it, and if that's the case, then just don't pick it up. As for the rest of us, the release has been great, peaking around 30,000 concurrent players, with few issues involving performance or bugs being reported. Anyhow, let's get to the game itself, and as just a warning, I will not be able to break down everything this game has to offer. There is a lot of great things about this game, and I simply don't have the time to get into everything. But I will do my best summing up what draws me to Persona 4 Golden, and well, pretty much any Persona game I have ever had the opportunity to play. Persona 4 Golden is a longer, story-rich murder mystery JRPG with a high emphasis on social connections. This means the game is made up of much more than just simple combat. It's also a high school management sim and creature collector. Let's start with the combat, which is a basic rock-paper-scissors system. It's pretty similar to something like Pokemon where you try to exploit your opponent's weaknesses. If successful, you will receive an extra attack and knock down the enemy. This gives you a bit more strategy than you usually find in a turn-based RPG, and forces you to switch things up every now and then. This is where the personas come in. These are manifestations of oneself. The reason the main character is so important is because he can call any persona forth in combat, whereas the other characters in the group can only call upon the persona that represents their true self. What persona you have equipped, and you can change them in combat, will dictate many of your combat stats, including your strength and weaknesses. Personas for the main character are acquired a number of different ways, from winning them after battle to fusing them. These systems are surprisingly engaging, and I consistently found myself exploring the different options available to me. It gets pretty complicated with skill cards, fusion forecast, and social link levels. This brings me to where Persona 4 Golden really sets itself apart from other JRPGs, and that is the social system, which, and this is very important, ties directly to those personas I was just talking about. Now, the high school portion of the game is set up for you to explore these social connections, increase your social links, and upgrade your social qualities. Essentially, you only have so much time in the day, and what you choose to do or the interactions you have with people affects other aspects of the game. These interactions or choices will either raise the level of your persona's arcana or increase your character's stats, allowing you more options for things like courage, diligence, or knowledge-based events. This is way more entertaining than it sounds, and gives you a lot of things to think about or consider along your journey. This also opens up a fair amount of choice for the direction you want to take your character. If you want to run back into the dungeon and spend your time leveling up the old-fashioned way, you can. If you would rather go see Yukiko or work out with Chie, it's completely up to you. Basically, hanging out with Chie will increase the power of your chariot personas, which is just one of the many arcanas that personas fall into. Overall, I think there are something like 170 different personas in the game, and a surprising amount of arcana. Anyways, leveling up the chariot persona social link will increase the level of every persona under the chariot arcana moving forward. Both the character and the persona can learn special skills from this that carry over into combat. This is further complicated by the possibility of completely missing events or people because you didn't explore thoroughly enough or you chose to do something else. When all is said and done, the choices you make will affect the outcome of the game. From what I can tell, there's something like 6 different endings. Don't get stressed though. There are plenty of guides online to help you get the perfect ending, and the game's online features will help you decide what path to take. The last thing I want to talk about is the story. I won't spend too much time here, but it is very entertaining, and if you are a fan of JRPGs, you should definitely check it out. It's essentially a mystery game where you will spend your time trying to figure out why things are happening and who is doing it. There is a time-based element here as well. Normally I would hate this, but Shin Megami Tensai games have always handled time mechanics well. Anyhow, since Persona is set up with a daily schedule, you have to complete specific tasks by a certain date or it's game over. I don't want to say too much here, but just know the story is engaging and well worth exploring. Oh, and they also give you plenty of time and warning to get done what you need to. So if you're stressed about that, don't be. Alright everyone, that pretty much wraps up today's video. Now, Persona 4 Golden has many other great qualities and has been out for a long time, so the reviews have been done to death. But if you are still debating on if this game is right for you, then I highly recommend picking up Persona 4 Golden if you are a fan of pretty much any other Japanese RPG. The combat and creature collection aspects are similar to Pokemon but offer a lot more depth. And the story plus high school management mechanics put Persona 4 at a level most RPGs will never attain. Hey everyone, thanks for watching. With all the upcoming releases, things on PC are getting pretty wild. September is promising to be a huge month with multiple games releasing I want to cover. Anyhow, I will have more content coming soon, along with a more steady release schedule. So be sure to subscribe for more content, and I will see you next time.